Hey guys, it's Michelle. Um, I am honestly, this video is pretty much just to show you guys how I'm healing up. Things seem to be going pretty okay. There's still swelling, and like I've said, that's still going to be there for the first 6 to 12 months. So I've been told, but things are, healing up nicely, and I'm liking the results. Um, But I did have an actual topic for this video. Kind of half-assed though, because I really just wanted to show my face. Um, but a few of my subscribers have complained that I do not have, like, they like the videos that I'm being sexy or over sexual in or something, and I don't do enough of those, they say. So at first I got a little pissed off because I'm like, oh, I am not here to be getting your dick wet or nothing. I do whatever I want on my YouTube channel. And then I was like, shit. I'm feeling good and I have my makeup done, so I'll do a video about sex. I don't know. So I've talked a lot about um, the dating side to sexuality as at least my experience as a trans girl. And I haven't really talked a whole lot about, I don't know, about kind of the taboo aspect of being trans, I guess, or how men kind of view me as a sort of sexual entity. And I find it interesting, and I wanted to make a video kind of like this. I've wanted to for a while, but every time I start to like brainstorm ideas about it, I just feel like I'm not well read enough on the subject. Like, that's how I feel about any real topic that I want to talk about. I'm just like, oh, I need to do a lot more research. I need to like become an expert before I make a YouTube video. But after reading and talking with a lot of different people about this, it's like, I feel like it all boils down to like personal preference, like as far as sexuality goes. Like, we can debate whether it's a perversion, a fetish, whether it, transsexuality or like an attraction to it is like, I don't know, legit or not. But really, it's just a matter of opinion. So I can talk about how I can make my own fucking opinion about it. It's what I've decided. So I'm sorry if this video seems really vague, but maybe after talking for a little bit, I'll have a more solid idea to project and to discuss with you guys. So after talking with a lot of different, it's really interesting. Like, when guys are attracted to transsexuals, a lot of them kind of have, they seem to be a little insecure about their sexuality because they're like, well, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm like, okay. Alright. Yeah, it's cool. Because I think of myself as a woman, so I would almost be insulted if they were like, I like you. I'm gay. And I'm like, I'm not a man. Sorry. But, I mean, it's a weird gray area because, well, my exterior might be female, and while my, in my head might be female, I mean, I'm not completely female. I'm not genetically, anatomically female. So, a lot of people have also said that, like, transsexuality is not natural. It's like a perversion. It's like, so the people who are attracted to transsexuals must be perverts, or they must, be sexual deviants or something. And obviously I disagree with that. There have been transsexuals since the dawn of man, and I mean, it makes sense. I think it makes sense in a sort of biological way. Like, we as human beings are very much, we can, oh shit, what's the word? We are aware of our existence. We are conscious of ourselves and in our species. And I think because of that, we can have, I'm not going to say transsexuality is like a problem or like a mental disease, but, as creatures of this earth, to find beings that, feel that they are the wrong sex, I mean, that just seems like another one of nature's little accidents. Happy accidents, I'll say. And I'm sure there's lots of different theories as to why, transsexuals, exist, or why it's around. I could see it as like a nature's way of population control, maybe. Some of my mom's friends, they're really like a little hippy dippy spiritual. They think that transsexuals are here to balance out the male and female energies in the world. I mean, whatever theory you want to say, I mean, point is, I don't think it's unnatural. I think it's been happening since forever. I mean, there are many civilizations that have worshipped transsexual or intersexed hermaphrodite type gods. There's cultures that respect and revere like the two-spirit people, people who embody both genders or who change gender. Is it the Samoan people? Oh man, I could be messing this up. But I think it's in Samoan culture. Like, I think it's your first son or one of your sons you raise as a woman. And they kind of fill, the typical female roles of the family. They like clean and they cook. I don't know if they get married. But anyway, I mean, like, it happens. It's just in Western culture and society that it just seems so foreign and different. But I wouldn't say it's unnatural. And I think men attracted to transsexuals, I understand their like frustration and their confusion. I mean, their eyes perceive one thing and their dick perceives another thing, and then their head doesn't know what to do with that, and they're just like, ugh. But I wouldn't say it's a perversion. I've seen people argue like, oh, well, it's because of pornography. They watch too much pornography and then they need something weirder and stranger and different, and so then they go to tranny porn. I'm just like, fuck you, bullshit, whatever. I think, if anything, it's like, it all comes down to preference. Again, personal preference. And everybody's attracted to different people for different reasons. I'm very much attracted to, and this is typical, I think, for a lot of transsexuals, and it makes sense, but I'm really attracted to masculinity. I really get turned on by the idea of, typical dominant alpha male type guy. And I think, at least most guys I've talked to who are into trans women, they have an attraction to femininity. And rarely have I ever met a guy who exclusively likes trans girls. I've met a couple, but for the most part, they don't identify as gay because they like women, and they like transsexuals, and they view them as the same thing, and they're not really into men. That's the typical guy I talk to. Now, whether they're telling the truth or not, I don't know, but I really think it's an attraction to femininity. Now, I think there's also guys who are into trans girls who have sort of a penis fetish. And, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but don't go trying to find a real relationship with someone who just has a fetish for you, is my suggestion. And also, I think some guys, like, they like the female form and the female body, but there's some level of, like, comfort, I guess, or familiarity. I don't know why I couldn't even say that word. I mean, it's an easy word, but I'm not even gonna hassle with it right now. But they find, you know, they can relate with my maleness, you know, my penis or whatever. And so their sexuality can relate with that while they're with a girl, basically. Chick with a dick. It's relatable. Is that my new slogan? I think so. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say in this video. I hope I've said some interesting things that people want to comment on. This wasn't a particularly sexy video, but, you know, I wanted to express it, and I wanted to show you guys my face and how it's coming along. Yeah. I don't know. It's a really difficult thing. This, you know, there's a lot of levels that are difficult about being transgender, but I think because it's like a topic that people are becoming more aware of, it'll just become normal with time, and hopefully it'll kind of come to the normality that gay has kind of become. Like, now obviously it's different depending on where you live and who you know, but from my perspective, from where I live and the people I know, gay isn't a big deal. People are like, oh, they're gay. And it's like, whatever. So then hopefully transsexuality will become like that. And you know, it's interesting. My mom was kind of saying that, like, and this was kind of a quirky way to put it. Like, when people see gay people, they might have an immediate judgment because they have, like, a stereotype, or as she put it, a file that they keep away in their head of their idea of what gay is. But most people have not ran into a transsexual before, or they've never really had that experience or that exposure, so they don't really know what to think of it. So when they meet, say, me or another transsexual, they might just be like, oh, well, okay. Because they don't have they have no reason to judge it because they haven't developed a hatred towards it. Not to say that there aren't people who hate transsexuals. I mean, like, there are, obviously. But what I'm saying is, I'm sure that with time it'll just become part of the norm. Although I think it'll be difficult because, like, there aren't a ton of transsexuals out there. So we'll just be a super minority that will have to eventually just be, like, accepted as, like, okay, there's those people too. Again, sorry, this is a long video, but I don't know. Sexuality as a trans woman is kind of awkward. Alright, that's all I'm saying. Bye.